Warriors. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Carroll College Peace Center for tonight's Frontier Conference Championship game between the Carroll College Fighting Saints and the LC State Warriors. Joe McMahon along with Kevin Van Ice. And Kevin, these two teams have met 3 times. It's been close all the way. We anticipate a great game again tonight. What are the keys to the game? What do you see?
Well, I think tempo is going to be a huge part of it tonight. If LC State can get out and run and get some fast shots, that's going to play to their advantage. Carroll, on the other hand, if they can slow down a little bit and get to the line, they shoot 81% from the line.
All right, so there you have it, the keys to the game. We look forward to bringing this to you. Hope you can stick with us for the night. We'll be back after these messages.
There are some things in life that require, demand something special. These are the times when you must seek a steak that is truly worthy of the accomplishment at hand. And when no mere steak will do, the Silver Star Steak Company has your back. They use only the best certified Angus beef, delicately prepared with as much love as your occasion deserves. When you deserve the best, the Silver Star Steak Company has a steak worthy of you.
Hey, what's up? Wait, you vape? You're usually such a control freak. I'm addicted. I used to smoke and vape, and the only thing in control is the nicotine. And you have asthma.
Yeah, but mine's just mild.
Doesn't matter. It can still trigger an attack.
I need to quit.
Quitting is the best way to keep your asthma under control. Health in the 406, my friend. It's good. It's getting better.
Excited about Bobcat season? Trust us, so are we. Sometimes game day just can't get here soon enough. You could show up 12 hours before kickoff to show your colors, or you could get the new Bobcat banking card from First Interstate Bank. Find out more at bobcatbanking.com.
Well, there you have the national anthem. Welcome back, everybody. That was Carroll College Fighting Saints volleyball coach Mo Boyle's son playing the national anthem on the violin. You don't hear that very often. That was fun to listen to. Joe McMahon, Kevin Van Ice with you from the Carroll College Peace Center. Welcome aboard. We're anticipating an outstanding basketball game between two teams that are very evenly matched. And as you look at the conference finals, you can see how the Warriors got here. They defeated UGF 83-66 and then 71-54, a win over Rocky Mountain College. For Carroll College, the Fighting Saints defeated in the MSU Northern like 71-54, I should say. And then the semifinals, both teams did action last week, and it was an overtime victory for LC State in Dillon, 101-95, and then a 72-57 victory for the Saints here at home against MSU Northern. So this all lines up to be a great game.
Yeah, it does, and both teams battled in the semifinals. Carroll pulled away in the second half from Northern, but LC State with an overtime game and hit some big shots.
We'll take a peek at the starting lineups here momentarily as the LCS State Warriors are on the court. Isaiah Omagami, Trey Thomas, Ty Higbee. There's Zavon Jackson, number 4 forward, and Doug McDaniel, who is the leading scorer in the conference at 18 points per game and 7 rebounds a game. Look for another big night from him. Thomas and Higbee, I believe, is the other one, averaging 11 points a game.
Yeah, big numbers from both of those guys in the semis as well.
And for Carroll, Zach Taylor, the senior, lone senior on this squad, number 5. He'll start. Ryan Emhoff, number 23. Their leading scorer at 17 points a game. Matt Wyman out of Great Falls at number 24. And Ife Kalajea, he is a junior, number 31. And then Laurel Johnson, number 22, and also guard. So all of these kids can score, every single one of them. And you'll see Warp off the bench early, I would imagine.
Yeah, and as we saw last week, Warp could come in and have a big impact as a 6-man for them. Cunningham's got a lot of guys he can go with depth-wise for the Saints.
He does, although that depth's been challenged this year, Kevin, with injuries. They've lost 2 players, 2 critical players. Oliver Carr, one of them, and then Matt Burnham, the other one. Both injured, can't finish, and they were both starting throughout the year.
They were starting, and a credit to this team for finding the right lineup and playing through to the semis. They've done a good job of reconstructing.
In the Frontier Conference women's final last night down in Lewiston, Idaho, the Lady Warriors win that one. They come up with the victory, so the LC State campus looking for a sweep tonight if they can win this game. And of course, these two teams and Western all looking forward to next week in the national tournament.
Absolutely.
We'd like to welcome our network affiliates for today's game: SWX in Billings, Bozeman, Butte, Great Falls, Helena, Kalispell, Missoula, Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, the Tri-Cities, and Yakima. We're happy to have you enjoying the game with us. The game of the week brought to you by U.S. Bank, Pepsi of Lewiston, Idaho, ProBuild, Montana Tobacco Quit Line at 1-800-QUIT-NOW, First Interstate Bank, Montana Lottery, Ravalli Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Helena Accommodations, Silver Star Steak Company, and Conlin's Furniture. And we are underway. Well, we were underway. We're going to have to re-jump. You don't see that very often. You got Wyman at the center jump circle, and he's joined there by Zavon Jackson. And they're laughing. A little humor at starting the game. Try it again. This one controlled by the Warriors, and we're underway. Settle in, everybody. This should be an outstanding game. Carroll won all three matchups this year, but they were all close. Every single game decided by 3 or less points. Carroll sticking in that man-to-man. Good ball movement early on for the Warriors. They'll work the ball around the perimeter. Welcome everybody across the great state of Montana in the Northwest on SWX. Glad to bring it to you. First shot up and in by Jackson. You're going to count it and get a foul on Ryan Imhoff.
And I think he was there, Joe, but I think he was inside the circle. They're going to get him for a block.
So he'll pick that one up.
Shoots one free throw.
Ryan, usually a kid that stays out of foul trouble. We mentioned Jackson. He is one of their leading scorers on the season. Zavon, 11 points a game. So the Warriors
completes the three-point play.
Jump out to an early lead. Again, the NAIA National Division I tournament will start next week in Kansas City. All the games are played there over the course of 6 days. But the national championship 2 weeks away. It's Wyman, the freshman. He'll feed it into Imhoff, who's going to turn and fire it up and in. Good job that time. Good post. And he just overmatched the defender down there. Carroll in that man-to-man. The Warriors moving the ball around the perimeter, setting ball screens and off ball screens right down the lane, off the glass. No good. With the miss was Jackson. And there's Zach Taylor grabbing a rebound. Smallest kid on the court, and you'll see him do that from time to time, the senior. This is his final game here in Helena. His first shot of the game, a bit short off the lip of that rim. Quickly the other way, Kevin, you mentioned the pace. They want to push it, and Doug McDaniel just did that.
They do, and they have the athletes to do it. They're very quick, very agile. This is a rematch of last year's championship game, which Lewis and Clark State won.
They did. Both teams advanced to the national tournament last year. Wyman in the paint. With the floater, he'll put it up and in. The Warriors went 1-1 in the national tournament. Of course, one loss and you're out. Carroll 2-1. And both looking to go back again this year. Zach Taylor with the steal. Push it the other way. Little nifty dribbling at midcourt. He's going to leave it for Wyman. He'll just let it fly. Bang.
Great transition hoop for Carroll, and Wyman was wide open.
So Carroll right back on top now, 7-5 after the Warriors off to a quick start. A lot of emotion here. Of course, the Warriors played in Dillon Saturday. Got on the bus and drove to Helena Sunday. They've been here since waiting for this game. Right down the lane. Good ball fake. Put the ball up. We got a whistle. But Trey Thomas out of East Wenatchee, Washington. Good head fake on the paint, on the block down low. Got this defender in the air, and he'll go to the line.
Johnson is first team second.
And a real quick first step for him. He went by him pretty quickly. Last week, Carroll really stepped their defense up in the second half. You got to think Cunningham wants him to do it the whole game tonight.
That's tough to do. Yeah. So Carroll losing the Frontier Conference Championship game last year down in Idaho to this very same team. And they're back at it again tonight. Two very good programs. The Warriors always solid on the season, 23-9.
Thomas gets one of two.
7-6 to score. Glad you could join us. Joe McMahon, Kevin Van Nuys with you. The ball scoots out of bounds. It'll be a turnover. I think Ife and Laurel just not on the same page there.
And Ife was a little rushed coming up the court, handling the ball a little too quick.
Nerves play a little bit into this for sure. As the Warriors back on the attack, and they go right inside to Jackson, who's going to go baseline. They swing it around, wide open Trey on the way. That won't fall. That was Higbee, Ty Higbee, out of Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Both teams with a lot of underclassmen, Kevin, which means next year they're going to be loaded again.
Yes, they are.
There's Wyman from the free throw line. Nicely done. He's off to a fast start.
He's off to a quick start, and he's aggressive early on.
Wyman, a local kid out of Great Falls, Montana, 6'7" sophomore. I believe he was at Great Falls High School. Man-to-man defense. Pressure applied by Carroll. Ife trying to keep track of McDaniel. Now he's switched over with Wyman on him. And McDaniel led the conference in scoring, 18 plus a game. Turnover, LC, and that's great defense by Carroll College.
Great post defense by Ife. They've got Ife guarding Jackson, and they have Wyman guarding McDaniel.
They'll switch off and on, and then they're going to rely on their bench a little bit too. As mentioned earlier, we'll see Dane Warp, the freshman out of Havre, in soon. His coming out party about 3 weeks ago right here. We watched that game. He was on fire.
Instant offense.
We got a whistle on the drive. The Warrior foul. Zavon Jackson will get called for that personal.
Jackson is first, team first.
He's saying they had their hands straight up. Everybody has their hands straight up when they get called for a foul, right?
Never guilty.
No.
Let's see if Carroll tries to isolate Imhoff again with a smaller guy on him. Looks like they're going to.
Here he comes. He's trying to get the ball, get some help. He said they drop it to Thomas. Great pass.
Great pass.
Kalajaya. Great pass. Great movement without the ball, and Taylor lays it in. Doesn't get any easier than that to score a bucket. 11-6 Carroll. Baseline pass knocked out of bounds. Carroll pretty active defensively right now, and we got a timeout. It's 11-6 Carroll. Media timeout.
Make sure to check out.
So we'll be back. Carroll up 5.
This country wasn't discovered, it was built. One home, one neighborhood, one school at a time. The future, it has to be built too, out of concrete, out of drywall and 2x4s. At ProBuild, we believe there's a builder inside us all. We believe it's time we put him to work.
When traveling through Montana's capital city, make your lodging destination the Comfort Suites in Helena, Montana. Centrally located on I-15 and US Highway 12, we're close to the midway point between Yellowstone and Glacier National Parks. Start the day off right with a complimentary hot and delicious breakfast, offering spacious guest rooms, internet access, business center, indoor pool and fitness center, and much more. Comfort Suites Helena is the official hotel for the Carroll College Fighting Saints and their fans. Call us at 406-495-0505 or visit us online at comfortsuiteshelena.com.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Carroll College PE Center. Joe McMahon, Kevin Van Nuys with you. Glad you could join us tonight on a Tuesday night in Montana, the capital city in Helena. Great basketball game unfolding in front of us, and right now Carroll off to a quick start and a strong start shooting the ball, 83%. Matt Wyman particularly with 7 points.
Yeah, he's off to a quick start. They've gotten some really good looks to start this game, easy early looks, and you got to know that nerves play into a championship game like this too. It's going to take a while for a flow to develop.
Yep. So it's Warrior ball on the baseline, and they'll trigger it in. They go right inside. Great position, but he can't get it to finish, and that's Higbee. And Wyman rips that rebound off the rim. Taylor directing traffic, as he has for 4 years here at Carroll. When he came, their first year, they won 9 games. They've been to the national tournament twice. Or they're heading there for their second time here this year. They were there last year, won 2 games, lost 1. Turnover for Carroll. But Taylor has really been a big part of the rebuilding here at Carroll College.
He has, and like we mentioned last broadcast, he's always under control and always smooth.
Yep, if you need a rebound, he's going to get it for you. A steal, he can score. For the Warriors, Doug McDaniel's been that and everything, and much more for them as well. Nice drive, but Won't go. Imhoff tips the ball to Taylor up ahead. There's Kalajaye to the rack. Kalajaye lays it up and in. Quickly the other way, McDaniel wants to push it. We got a whistle and a Saint foul.
Great transition basket for Carroll, but as we talked about earlier, Lewis and Clark is going to get it inbounds and go. And
They're
they
up
sure did.
They are up in a flash. You can't turn your camera that fast to keep up with them. So we mentioned Carroll ranked number 4 in the last coaches poll last Tuesday. Montana Western was 10th. So you think definitely both those teams, Western lost in the semifinal, but they'll be in that national tournament. For LC State, they weren't in the top 25, but then they have that little section where most votes afterwards, they were second there. So the belief is that all 3 teams will be there.
They'll qualify.
Kansas City, yes. And what a kudos that is to the Frontier Conference. And speaking of that, we'll have the commissioner of the Frontier Conference, Kent Paulson, join me at halftime. We'll talk to him, and also Dr. Tom Evans, the president of Carroll College, will be with us. We look forward to that. So a 6-point Saint lead. 5 minutes into the game. Right inside, they go to Imhoff. He's going to wheel. Soft touch for that kid. And he's just got too much size on Omagoa. Just can't seem to get him pushed out of there. Quickly, the Warriors go right back down inside. A nice move, Zavon Jackson. Strong move to the inside into the key. Floated it up with his right hand. Little contact, but I like it. The refs are letting him play, Kevin.
They are, and that's what you want in a championship game. It's going to be physical.
Warp off the bench. He's about ready to check in. First sub for Carroll. There's Taylor. Good defense that time. Didn't go for the ball fake. Thomas. He's got Taylor stopped on the baseline. He'll kick it back out. They go right back to Imhoff. He's going to power it up off the glass.
And he is so strong down there.
They are feeding Ryan right away tonight. It's Derek White with it for the Warriors. And they move it right back into Jackson with the jumper. No good, and Wyman will clear it. There's Imhoff. Isolated on this side. Help comes, and he finds Johnson. Ball fake, fade away, put her up and in.
Great move by the Wells.
Coach Renta says that's enough. 19-9, this crowd's getting wrapped up in this game. Timeout for Renta and the Warriors. Carroll leads it by 10. We want to like to welcome our network affiliates for today's game. SWX in Billings, Bozeman, Butte, Great Falls, Helena, Kalispell, Missoula, Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, the Tri-Cities, and Yakima. We're happy to have you enjoying the game with us. There's a replay. That's Imhoff, and watch him just bump his way in there and find a wide open Laurel Johnson. And if the ref could get out of the way, you could see, or else nice soft touch in the paint.
Yeah, and it looked like they were going to start to double Ryan after that final entry there.
I think they have to
see more of it. He's just too strong.
And for Carroll defensively, they have got to keep an eye on McDaniel. He can change into the court in a blink. So with the ball is Thomas. He'll bring it across. That's McDaniel, leading scorer in the Frontier Conference. Starts down the lane, and Zach Taylor takes it from him. Great help defensively, and another steal for Taylor. Averages about 2 a game. And it's taken right back away. Derek White to McDaniel into the lane. Great ball movement by the Warriors. Everybody's moving all the time. Jump shot from the corner, that's no good. That was Anthony Sullen. The Warriors a little cold from the field right now. They are 37, 38%. Carroll still shooting well at about 90. Yeah, Carroll's 9 of 10 from the floor thus far, Kevin.
9 of 10, and they've had a lot of easy looks too, inside.
Here's Taylor. And they're 9 of 11 as that one rolls off.
Rebound, Anthony Sullen.
So we played 8 minutes, and right now the momentum's certainly in Carroll's favor, but the Warriors always with an answer.
Warriors do not have a post player. They're going 5 on the perimeter, moving the ball.
We're challenging kids like Imhoff to stay with some of those 1s and 2s. Down the lane off the glass. Beautiful move by Trey Thomas.
Off the glass for 2.
Great move by Trey and a good job of putting spin on it just perfectly. He's from East Wenatchee, Washington.
Both teams kind of catching their breath here. You know, this first 8 minutes has been rapid. Pace has slowed down here momentarily. Stephen Helm coming off the bench here in a moment for Carroll. That's Imhoff. A little deep, but he still knocked it down, and he's just got a lot to his game. He can hit from the outside, and he can take the ball in. He's a matchup nightmare.
He is.
Carroll leads it by 10. Deep tray, no good. I think Shedrick with that miss, but Warriors maybe settling a little too quickly.
Yeah, they're kind of rushing some shots. You want to see them penetrate a little more, get some easier shots, kind of like Carroll's done early.
Yeah, you want to be quick but not in a hurry, and right now they're in a hurry. There's no need to be plenty of game left to play. Imhoff backing the defender down, wide open is Warp for the look. It won't go. And Wyman tips the rebound out, but into the hands of the Warriors. And White clears it into the lane, off the glass, no good. Trey Thomas looking for some contact. Warriors still trying to push that pace, Kevin. They want to move this ball up and down. They don't want to run their sets. They want to see if they can beat Carroll to the rack on the other end.
A lot of quick shots from them so far. There's Imhoff again.
Wow. You know, it was Wyman early, but right now Ryan Imhoff is warming up. He leads Carroll with 17 a game, and right now he is off to a fantastic start. He has 8. He's got 8. Wyman has 7.
And showing his versatility. If they're going to double down, he's going to come out and shoot a perimeter shot.
Yeah, like I said, he's a tough match. Nice move in the paint around Warp, and with the left hand up and in is Derek White. Dane Warp, a freshman, just went to school right there defensively.
Good head fake by White.
The freshman out of Boise, Idaho, with the bucket. There goes Imhoff right down the lane. Double team comes quickly, but he gets the ball back out. And Wyman will head right down the lane, lay it up, get the bucket and a foul. You know, Wyman is so long, a couple of steps, and he's in the lane to the rim.
Yeah, took him about 2 steps to get from the three-point line into the basket.
So it's a media timeout. Carroll up 12. Good basketball game. Come on back and join us. We're back after these messages.
Have you put off buying a new Tempur-Pedic mattress because you think they're too expensive? Let Conlon Sleep Center help you upgrade to the highest level of comfort, support, and performance with a new Tempur-Pedic mattress. Right now, get the sleep you deserve for as little as $42 a month. It's hard to believe, but true. You can sleep on a new Tempur-Pedic, the most highly recommended bed in America, for as low as $42 a month. Hurry in to Conlon Sleep Center for your new Tempur-Pedic or go to conlons.com.
Dedication. It's the difference between being a Grizz fan and being a real Grizz fan. And now, thanks to First Interstate Bank, it's even easier to show your true colors. Get special rates, discounts on Grizz gear, and tons of other members-only benefits without the hassle of a 24/7 paint job. The new Grizz Banking debit card from First Interstate Bank. Find out more at grizzbanking.com.
Game of the Week is brought to you by U.S. Bank, Pepsi of Lewiston, Idaho, ProBuild, Montana Tobacco Quit Line at 1-800-QUIT-NOW, First Interstate Bank, Montana Lottery, Ravalli Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Helena Accommodations, Silver Star Steak Company, and Conlon's Furniture. We come back, Wyman a step to the free throw line, trying to complete the and one after a nice drive through the paint. And Imhoff, I think moments before Wyman went to the rack, did a great job of avoiding that double team, almost had the ball stolen away, got a hold of it, and they swung it to Wyman for an open layup.
He did. Great job of ball movement early on.
All right, it's a 13-point Saint advantage. Let's see what the Warriors have coming out of that lineup right into the lane, powering it up, but no answer is Anthony Sullen. Great defense from Carroll College. They'll leave it for Wyman. He'll float it with the right hand and score it. So Wyman already in double figures. He's got 11. Imhoff's hot. He's got 8. And right now the Warriors have some trouble.
Great pass from Helm.
You know, when these two teams play each other, this is the 4th time. There are no secrets. You know, you don't have any secret weapon coming off the bench or secret play you're going to run a set that they're haven't seen yet. It's just determination and grit. Right now, Carroll's getting it done on the defensive end. There's Zavon Jackson, and they'll flip it out wide open for a triple, and he takes advantage of David Shedrick, a sophomore out of Eugene, Oregon. Jackson with the assist. He drew the defense, kicked it out, and Shedrick was ready to shoot.
Good job of drawing the defense and finding the open man. He found him right away.
Joe McMahon, Kevin Van Nice with you from the Carroll College PE Center in Helena, Montana. Glad you could join us. There's Wyman. You know, I think he could flip it over his head from the bench and it's going in. He's unconscious right now.
Right back comes LC State.
They are in a hurry trying to get into that offense. Jackson to Thomas into the lane, and we got a whistle before the shot. They're going to wave it off on the drive. A Saint foul. Yeah, Wyman is just unconscious at the moment. So it was Wyman, then Imhoff, and now Wyman's coming back, and he has, it looks like he's still have him at 7, but he's got more than that.
He's got 10 now.
He's got 10 now. Yep.
Out of bounds, LC State.
Wyman's going to sit down. He gets a round of applause. Worked hard. That's Thomas to Jackson. Pass into the middle to Derek White. He's going to come back. We got a whistle. It's Dane Warp with the bump.
And Carroll for the first time on that inbound switching some screens. They haven't switched them all yet tonight, but they're starting to do it.
But you have to do that. You have to mix it up. You have to make sure the other team is unsure what you're going to do. Switch or stay with them. Jackson almost lost it. Imhoff got a hand on it. Into the corner, the shot on the way from White. Rims out of there. Rebound tipped around, and Taylor went over the top of Shedrick and took that. Back the other way, it's Helm off the glass. Sharing the basketball, the Saints are doing all of that, and they are opening up a big lead, up 17, 33-16. Losing possession is Thomas. Up ahead, it's Imhoff. And Rinta may need another timeout here, Kevin.
Yeah, I think he's going to.
Yep, there he is. Right now, the roof's coming off this place, and Brandon Rinta knows it. And he's got to get this thing turned around, or it's going to be a really long night.
Hi, we're Helen Accommodations. Superior in-town extended stays. Perfect for traveling executives, medical staff, family transferees. Nifty 19th century architecture with 21st century technologies. Complete kitchens, wonderful bedrooms, updated baths, and full living rooms. It's a wonderful place to stay right in the heart of Helena. Dorme bene. Sleep well.
There are some things in life that require, no, demand something special. These are the times when you must seek a steak that is truly worthy of the accomplishment at hand. And when no mere steak will do, the Silver Star Steak Company has your back. They use only the best certified Angus beef, delicately prepared with as much love as your occasion deserves. When you deserve the best, the Silver Star Steak Company has a steak worthy of you.
Back at the Carroll College PE Center. Kevin Van Nice, Joe McMahon with you here, courtside. Great basketball game. Brandon Rinna in his 6th season for LCS Warriors. You can see his record, 141-51. He's been very successful down in Lewiston, Idaho. And for Carroll College, Carson Cunningham, 4th season, 76-45. This year, 23-5. He's taken this program and just completely rebuilt it, and it's heading in the right direction. And this crowd is enjoying what they're seeing tonight here in New Helena.
Yeah, the energy in here, you can just feel it. It's definitely a championship game, and the crowd's behind them. LC State's got to look to make a run here and close the gap before halftime.
It's so wild. I bet your dad at home is watching dancing. What do you think?
I bet Dad's on the recliner. Hi, Dave.
All right. We're back at it. That's McDaniel. Feed it into Jackson, who's got a layup, but he can't get it to finish, but he's got his own rebound. Ball fake, turn it, put it up. That still won't go. There's Taylor in there battling for the rebound. It ends up in the hands of the Warriors. Ball's knocked loose, and Carroll just relentless defensively. Heading the other way, it's Taylor. We got an offensive foul, though. As Stephen Helm went through number 2, Trey Thomas.
Offensive foul, Stephen Helm.
We talked earlier about tempo and transition. Right now, Carroll is getting long rebounds, and they are out and running.
They're pushing it.
Getting a lot of easy looks.
Yeah. And we talked, as you mentioned, the Warriors wanted to push the pace, but right now Carroll is fine with that. They'll run with them. Back at it, Carroll up. You can see 19 points. The Warriors struggling to find their offense. They'll go to Jackson. Over Taylor, no good. He gets his own rebound. It's blocked by Taylor, recovered by Jackson. And the pass is stolen away. Great defense. You don't see any better defense than that. And Taylor's given up 5 inches and a bunch of weight.
Yes, he is.
J.A.'s triple. It's all going right for the Carroll College Fighting Saints right now. 2 bounces on the rim and it drops. I don't know what they're shooting, but Kevin's checking that out, but it's still pretty darn good.
Carroll shooting 84% from the floor, 16 of 19.
They are number 1 in the NAIA Division I in field goal percentage and free throw percentage, and right now they're getting it all done from the floor. Into the corner, up, no good. Warriors are getting a few good open looks, they just can't cash in. Again, these two teams have played, this is the 4th time, and the first 3 times, each game decided by less than 5 points. Last year in the championship, the Warriors won it down in Lewiston over Carroll. But right now, Carroll's doing everything they can to make sure it doesn't happen again.
Imhoff isolation again. They're trying different players on him, but he's strong down there.
Yeah, I don't have a suggestion unless Dennis Rodman's got some quarters left. We got a whistle before the shot, a Saint foul.
Foul on Ife Kalajaya is second.
Kalajaya picks up his 2nd personal foul.
Trey Thomas will shoot the 1-1.
So the NAIA tournament starts March 15th and 16th. 32-team field. Everything's played in Kansas City at Municipal Auditorium. So that free throws up and in. It's a 6-day tournament. Kansas City, Missouri, with the first round 15th and 16th. And then they keep playing all the way through the 18th. And then the semifinals are March 20th and the championship game March 21st. And all of that available on live video feed. And Carroll's going to take a timeout. So we will keep it here. So, I mean, every team in the
30-second timeout, Carroll College.
First Interstate halftime report. Hope you can join us. Coming up on First Interstate Bank halftime report, we'll get a chance to visit with Frontier Conference Commissioner Kent Paulson, as well as Carroll College President Tom Evans will be with us. And we'll talk to both those guys. Looking forward to it.
As you mentioned, with 3 Frontier teams with the possibility of making that tournament, it's a credit to how good this conference really is.
32 total teams get there. 3 of them are from this conference. There's a lot of NAIA Division I conferences. So there's Imhoff on that breakaway, that nice pass ahead. He's just getting it done from everywhere. They're both in double figures, Wyman and Imhoff right now. With 15 points is Wyman, and Imhoff has 12. So they have 27 of the 40 points right now. Carroll, as Kevin mentioned, shooting 85%. They are 17 of 20 from the floor. They are on fire at the moment. Out of the timeout, that's Johnson directing traffic. Laurel, the junior out of Downey, California. To Taylor, he'll lob it in to Imhoff, tips it out. Johnson with it now right back out to Imhoff. Warp, open, let her grip.
Tell you what, Imhoff's court sense too, just to know that the double's coming, and he saw Warp, and it was all over.
Coach Renta's not sure what to do. If it's not Warp, it's Imhoff, or it's Wyman, or it's Taylor. And we got a whistle, and a foul. I believe it's on the Warriors. It is on the drive, an offensive foul.
I think it was on Trey Thomas. No.
Isaiah Amamo.
No, Isaiah Amamo with the foul. Great defense by Taylor. He's got it on the up ahead from Imhoff. Carroll just shares the ball so well. That ball all knocked out of bounds. Carroll will keep it, but they just got a variety of kids that can score, and they share the ball. The ball's always moving. Tonight they're firing on all cylinders, definitely. They played well against Northern Saturday. Big crowd here on the semifinal. You came and watched that?
Yeah. And they, boy, there they go again, right?
Oh my gosh. So Imhoff, 17 points right now. We still have 5 minutes to go in the first half. The Warriors need to get some stops and get some buckets. You don't want to go into the halftime down by 20 or more.
Again, Carroll's perimeter defense, they just can't get by him right now.
It's just stifling.
We'll look for Imhoff again. He's got a smaller guard on him.
We got a whistle. And it's on, this one's on Imhoff on a push. He was trying to get position and he pushed to get away from the defender, and the baseline official caught him. And the crowd here loves the call.
Not too happy with it. That's going to be his second foul. He's going to take a break. Wyman's going to come in for him.
So timeout on the floor, on the under 4-minute media timeout. It's 45-18 Carroll. We'll return after these messages.
In every corner of America, there are a few people living with unique gifts. Born with gifts we all wish we had. But just because you weren't born lucky doesn't mean you can't be lucky. With the Montana Lottery's Lucky for Life, you could win $1,000 a day for life, or $25,000 a year for life. Lucky for Life. Now that's luck that lasts a lifetime.
In the 1950s, people thought cigarettes were harmless. Today, it's e-cigarettes. Vaping is highly addictive. Plus, there are heavy metals, tin, and aluminum, lead, formaldehyde, acetone, carcinogens, and toxic chemicals in the vapor. E-cigarettes are not regulated. Corporate tobacco hasn't changed their game, just their technology. If you want to quit, call the Quit line for free help and FDA-approved medications.
Back at the Carroll College PE Center, Ryan Imhoff and Matt Wyman off to a great start. Imhoff right now, it's amazing. He is 8 of 8 from the floor. He has 5 rebounds. He's got 16 points and an assist on that. 8 of 8, what's that percent? That's not bad.
That's not bad, and Wyman's right behind him at 6 for 6. Neither one of them missed a shot.
The team is shooting 87% from the floor, and they've taken 23 shots. They're hot right now.
Very hot.
So the Warriors have their hands full, trying to claw their way back into this game before the intermission. With the ball out of the timeout, they'll work it to the baseline. McDaniel with it, averaging 18 a game, and his pass stolen away. Another steal for Taylor. He's going to head the other way, has it stripped away, but having a foul to do it was number 12. So it'll be Amomo with the foul. That is his second, the 4th team foul. So Taylor will go to the free throw line. I'm not take a peek and see how many steals he has. As a team right now, Carroll's got 4 steals. But I think Taylor has them all.
And a great job anticipating there by Zach. He saw where the pass was coming, and he was all over it.
The great ones, they can move without the ball. They know where to be. On the season, Carroll, number 1 in the NAI division for free throw percentage and field goal percentage, both. And Taylor, a big piece of that. Into the lane, nice spin. They kick it out into the corner. McDaniel trying to get started, and that won't go. The putback no good. And we got a whistle, and on the second putback, Amomo got the bucket, and he drew the foul. So he'll go to the free throw line. Maybe that can get the Warriors going.
And that's Zach Taylor's first foul. LC State just trying to get into the gaps and get to the rim, and Carroll's just collapsing and then flying back out to shooters as the ball rotates out.
Remind our viewers at halftime, stay with us. Kent Paulson, the Frontier Conference Commissioner, will join us. And then we'll take a break, and President Dr. Tom Evans will come and visit with us as well.
Amomo completes the three-point play.
Full court pressure put on by the Warriors, just trying to get a couple turnovers and quick, easy buckets. Carroll, though, handles it really well, Kevin. I mean, they've got 3 point guards that are outstanding.
And he's got all 3 of them in right now, Helm, Johnson, and Taylor.
And Warp does a pretty good job handling the ball himself. Looks like the Warriors are switching all those ball screens as they shift their defense and try and stay with him. But open in the corner is Johnson. Can't get it to fall.
Rebound, Isaiah Momo.
On the run the other way. Right down the lane, off the glass, and it won't go. Davis couldn't get it to fall.
Good effort by Warp. He got a hand on that one.
Yep, he tipped it off the glass.
Rebound tie, Higby.
Taylor had a good look. That wouldn't fall. So Carroll missed their last 2 shots, which means they're down to 80% from the floor.
Down to 80%.
Yeah.
You don't say that too often.
Not very often, no. Keep this up, somebody's coming out of there, right?
Right.
In the corner, 3 ball on the way, and knocked down Derek White. So the Warriors starting to show a move here, trying to get this rope pulled back in their direction. 47-24. You knew Carroll couldn't keep up that pace forever.
It was a frantic pace.
Oh my gosh, what a start. Wyman. His pass is stolen away. Nice heads up play. White heading the other way. 3 ball on the way, wide open, won't go. Trey Thomas can't get it to fall, and Wyman clears it.
And as quick and as athletic as LC State is, if anyone can get back into this game, it's these guys.
Yeah, oh yeah. Still have lots of basketball to play here, 20 plus minutes. And as the Patriots can tell you, it's never over till the final den, right?
That's right.
Warp steps back, lets it fly, won't go.
Rebound, Christian Davis.
Brandon Rinta must be over at the bench, the coach for the Warriors, saying, well, finally, they can miss. On the drive, we got a whistle, and the foul's going to be on Laurel Johnson, reaching in, trying to strip that ball. 10 team fouls, so.
Johnson is second. Team 10, 2 free throws, Isaiah Amomo.
Second foul on Johnson. He got a lot of ball there. He might have got a little bit of a hand as well, though.
Yeah, Omomo's go free throw line. Cal Nickel off the bench for Carroll. We'll check in here at the next opportunity. Kyle, a sophomore at Helena Capital High School.
David Shendron in for LC.
Good basketball game. The pace has slowed down, thank goodness. But Carroll just came out on, Matt Wyman just came out on fire. Then it was Imhoff, then back to Wyman, then back to Imhoff. But just great defense on the back end for Carroll.
Gets 1 of 2.
Full court pressure now by LC State.
Warriors just catching their breath. Almost get a steal. They do come away with it. And Nickel steals it right back for Carroll. Carroll up by 22 with just under a minute to play. Joe McMahon, Kevin Van Ice with you. Carroll hasn't scored in a while. Still 47 points in the first half, so a bunch. On the shot clock, 6 seconds. Taylor, kick it out. Nickel, ball fake. He's got an open look. It's on the way. Rattles around and come out of there. Hometown crowd looking for the hometown boy to knock one down. He just about had it.
Boy, in that time down, Trey Thomas did a remarkable job guarding Zach Taylor. He couldn't get the ball.
So the Warriors will hold for the last shot, trying to get this to a 20-point lead or less as they head to the intermission, which is an improvement of where it was just a few minutes ago. Jump shot in the corner from Omomo, and that won't go. Carroll with a rebound, and that should do it. So we played a half. The Saints lead it 47-25. We'll take a break. When we get back, we will visit with Commissioner of the Frontier Conference, Kent Paulson, and then also talk to Dr. Tom Evans.
Since my knee replacement, I have done a lot of gardening this year, and I have no trouble kneeling down. I can do anything I did years ago. My experience at Steele Memorial was very good, and I would recommend it to anyone. Dr. Bem is very professional, and after the surgery, he was very, very thorough, and I felt very comfortable with him.
Dr. Gregory M. Bem and Steele Memorial Medical Center. Call today.
Have you put off buying a new Tempur-Pedic mattress because you think they're too expensive? Let Conlon Sleep Center help you upgrade to the highest level of comfort, support, and performance with a new Tempur-Pedic mattress. Right now, get the sleep you deserve for as little as $42 a month. It's hard to believe, but true. You can sleep on a new Tempur-Pedic, the most highly recommended bed in America, for as low as $42 a month. Hurry in to Conlon Sleep Center for your new Tempur-Pedic or go to conlons.com.
My name's Charlie, and I've been rodeoing for about 12 years. You learn to love it, and you grow up with it all the time, and you have to get hooked on a rodeo by somebody, and that's your family. When I lost my granddad, it was pretty rough. Everybody loved him so much, and if he didn't smoke, he'd probably still be here. Athletes try to stay in the best of shape as they can, and smoking's not going to get you there. So I decided to stand up and help the Montana rodeo that I love break away from tobacco.
College Community Center, it is halftime, and the Fighting Saints lead this one, 47-25. I'm joined here at the broadcast table with the Commissioner of the Frontier Conference, Kent Paulson. Kent, thank you for taking the time to drop by and talk to us a little bit this evening. And the Frontier Conference is just off and blooming. There's a lot of things going on. We have that women's tournament. We'll talk about that in a minute. That's going to be down in Billings. But right now, what's new? What's on the horizon for the Frontier?
Well, I tell you, I think tonight kind of says it all.
Yeah.
Very electric type atmosphere in here, and this is exactly what we envisioned when we came to the playoff format. Is that you're going to always have a home crowd, and certainly the people from Helena came out in full force tonight. And I think the excitement of the playoffs in general has just been fantastic. And I was saying before we went on the air, what a basketball clinic it was this first half.
Yeah, if you're a fan of basketball, you have to enjoy this, even if you're a Warrior. I mean, it's just amazing to watch. Carroll, they were hot, and then the Warriors are making their way back in, so it'll be a game. But a big tournament coming up for the Frontier Conference, and it'll be in Billings, and that's it's been a long time.
It sure has. It's a real credit to the folks at Rocky Mountain College, and certainly the city of Billings, Bruce Parker and his staff, Jeff Malby. And then Alex Tyson with the Chamber Visit Billings. They really have taken the point on this, and they've had a terrific staff working with them. And actually, last summer when we learned that Independence was not going to pick up the second year of their bid, that's where the machine went in motion. And of course, we were blessed in the fact that the city of Billings had a template that they had put together to try to attack the Big Sky tournament. And so we were just able to re-energize and flip the switch, and away they went. And boy, what a job they've done. We're just very excited to have this first time ever that we in Montana are going to host a tournament of this caliber, 32 teams in a national tournament. And of course, we've had a terrific template to work off of. Our good friends down at Lewiston, Idaho, where I had the privilege of being last night, Gary Piccone and Brooke Cushman and Tony Fernandez lead a well-oiled machine down there. And of course the College World Series, even though it's a different sport, certainly success in hosting national tournaments is no stranger to the Frontier.
That's for sure. It has been a long time in coming. What does it mean to a community like Billings? I mean, that's going to bring in obviously a lot of money.
Well, it's a huge economic impact. According to the NAIA, a site like this where you get fans and parents and so on following, it's going to have a lot of money turned over. Restaurants, certainly lodging, and just general shopping for the Billings area. They're putting an $8 to $10 million price tag on something like this, so a huge economic impact for our state.
Definitely so, and the Frontier Conference will be represented. So it's you, as you mentioned, you were in Lewiston last night, Lewiston for the championship game, the women's game, great game, and definitely the Lady Warriors will be there, and they'll very well could be other teams from the Frontier Conference joining them.
Well, we feel real good about the selections that are going to come up. We really think that LC, of course, winning it for sure. And then MSU Northern, what a game they played last evening. Our hats off to Chris Moat and his club. Montana Western is going to get in. Rocky Mountain College is going to be there as the host. We're going to be well represented. And then on the men's side, both of the teams that we're viewing here tonight, we feel are going to get in. Certainly along with Montana Western.
Yes.
And so both in Kansas City and Billings, we're going to be very, very well represented, as we always have been. We're going to have half of our league there.
Yeah, speaks highly for the Frontier Conference and the level of competition there. So I want to thank you, Kent, for stopping by and joining us. It's been, I know you had a late night last night, right? A long drive this morning or whenever you rolled in, but I'm glad you could join us, and we look forward to more great news from the Frontier Conference.
Round trip, 800 miles, just another day at the shop.
That's right. All right. Kent Paulson, the Commissioner of the Frontier Conference. We'll be back with Dr. Tom Evans.
Education starts at a higher elevation and rises from there. Located in the heart of the Rockies, Carroll College raises the bar with small classes taught by award-winning professors, more than 60 majors, minors, and pre-professional programs, and year-round outdoor fun over every horizon. Carroll College, aspire to go higher.
When traveling through Montana's capital city, make your lodging destination the Comfort Suites in Helena, Montana. Centrally located on I-15 and US Highway 12, we're close to the midway point between Yellowstone and Glacier National Parks. Start the day off right with a complimentary hot and delicious breakfast, offering spacious guest rooms, internet access, business center, indoor pool and fitness center, and much more. Comfort Suites Helena is the official hotel for the Carroll College Fighting Saints and their fans. Call us at 406-495-0505 or visit us online at comfortsuiteshelena.com.
Hey man, got some chew?
No, man. This stuff's dangerous.
Hey, can I get a zip?
No way.
Why not?
Give me one good reason.
It's full of toxic chemicals.
It rots your teeth, and it causes cancer.
Prove it.
It says so right in the can.
But why do you do it?
So then why do you chew?
Table with Dr. Tom Evans, the president here at Carroll, and we were just talking off the air. What a fabulous atmosphere tonight, and the home team's putting on a show. But this is exciting basketball.
It's really exciting.
Yeah.
It's very fun. 2 halves in the game. Hopefully, we'll come out and keep it up.
That's right. You got to remember, we were talking during the game. The Patriots reminded us that you got to play both halves, right?
That's exactly right.
Yeah. But exciting basketball going up and down the court. And for your school, Carroll College, definitely looking at traveling to Kansas City next week. And for that takes a lot of things. I mean, what does it take to get a team down there for hopefully stay there about a week?
We hope so.
Yeah.
They'd had a great run last year.
Yes.
Hopefully they'll have another run like that this year.
Yeah, but it takes a lot just to get all the details organized and get everything organized that has to be done, motel arrangements, all that stuff.
It really does. You have to rely on a great team, great athletic director in Charlie Gross. The coaches all putting their time in, and the whole staff in athletics really comes together. It's amazing. Even taking tickets out here, we had faculty and staff pitching in to make things happen here.
We mentioned off the air, this is an interesting time to host this game with the students on break. They're on spring break.
They're on spring break. We've got the softball team down here making a lot of noise. That's fun. They play a couple games this weekend, so it's nice to have them. We wish we had more students, but I'm sure that they deserve and are happy to be on spring break, and we're grateful for those that have stuck around. And the community of Helena has certainly come out in full force to cheer on the Saints.
Support them tonight, yeah, definitely. You even have cheerleaders from the local high school that stepped in.
We do. Capitol High cheerleaders are doing a great job.
It's just amazing. So Carroll College, definitely a growing community. Tell me a little bit about the Hunthausen Center. I know it just opened. It's a student center, and I know you got to be proud of that.
We're very proud of it. We've had a lot of dirt moving on this campus.
Yes, you
We have a new theater, a flexible theater, apartments going up, a new chapel. We'll have a library expansion next, but the first thing to really open for us that was really huge was the Hunthausen Activity Center, named after a great man who was actually a football player here, athletic director, chemistry professor,
long history,
president, bishop, archbishop, and it was great to have him there for the grand opening. It's a beautiful building.
It is.
2 wonderful movement rooms in it that are packed with spinning, Zumba, yoga, great court, glass walls so you can really see through.
Yeah.
Racquetball, cardio, weights. That's a fantastic facility. And the tower, the climbing tower and the wall are just
you can see driving by,
spectacular.
right? Yeah. You had a lot of student input on the design of it too, I understand.
We did.
Yeah.
We had these great sessions where students could really tell us what they wanted to see in the building. They would put stickers on different pictures and really give the architect an idea of what was attractive to them.
Sure.
And it really came together. And a lot of students running it. We have 30 student employees in there to keep it going. So it's a wonderful thing for the entire community, faculty, staff in there as well, working out and staying healthy. But for the students, it's incredible, and it's wonderful to see all of them in there.
And for kids like high school seniors around the country who are looking at where they want to go next year, if they want to go to college, looking at something like that and the rest of the building that's going on here, that's got to help.
Yeah, you combine that. I don't know if you saw Time Magazine we were number 8 in the nation for a place to go if you love the great outdoors.
There you go.
So there's a checkout room in there where you can get snowshoes, cross-country skis.
Yes.
Fly fishing equipment, all the works.
Snowshoes and cross-country skis would come in handy in Helena this past winter.
This past winter,
Yes.
for certain.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll get the fly fishing rods out pretty soon in the canoes and kayaks.
We should have plenty of moisture, that's for sure. But
think we will.
it was a tough winter. But Carroll is definitely on the move and continuing to do that, attracting some great student athletes. We're seeing some of them perform here tonight.
Fantastic. Great GPA, 3.4 GPA for this team at a very rigorous place. A lot of aspiring physicians and businessmen. We're really proud of them.
And that's one thing Coach Cunningham, all the coaches here at Carroll push it. They emphasize that you have to perform in the classroom if you want to perform on the field or on the court.
Usually when I get texts from Coach Cunningham, it's the GPA.
Is it?
He's so proud of it.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
That's outstanding. Well, thank you, Dr. Evans, for joining us. I appreciate your time that you take, and we look forward to hearing more great things about Carroll College.
Thank you, Joe. Thanks for having me on the show.
Nice to have you.
Appreciate it.
Have you put off buying a new Tempur-Pedic mattress because you think they're too expensive? Let Conlon Sleep Center help you upgrade to the highest level of comfort, support, and performance with a new Tempur-Pedic mattress. Right now, get the sleep you deserve for as little as $42 a month. It's hard to believe, but true. You can sleep on a new Tempur-Pedic, the most highly recommended bed in America, for as low as $42 a month. Hurry in to Conlon Sleep Center for your new Tempur-Pedic or go to conlons.com.
Opportunity is everywhere. That is why I love my job at Opportunity Bank of Montana. I get to help my neighbors with business and agriculture loans, including new equipment loans. I understand that people need a bank they can rely on. You see, I grew up here with the Eastern High Plains out our front door and the crazy mountains in our backyard. Come see me, Brandy, or one of my colleagues at Opportunity Bank of Montana. Your local bank, your opportunity.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Carroll College PE Center. Joe McMahon, Kevin Van Ice. It is halftime. The Saints lead at 47-25. Got out to a quick start. We had a chance to take a peek at the first half statistics. And Kevin, what are you seeing on there? I know you're going to see a pretty good shooting percentage for Carroll.
Yeah, unbelievable for Carroll. Came out at a blistering pace, and you've got Imhoff and Wyman both perfect from the field. Field goal percentage 69% now for Carroll College, down from 80. They started out hot, 28% from Lewis and Clark State. And they are also struggling from the three-point line. 2 for 11. You got to think they're going to have to hit some of those outside shots to get back into this game.
Carroll out rebounding them 19-10. You can see that on your screen as well. Carroll with 4 steals, and I think Zach Taylor has most of those. He's been all over the place. He hasn't scored a lot like Wyman and Imhoff, but he has been involved in so many plays, especially on the defensive end.
So many little things that he's doing out there. Gets a steal or gets a tip, and Carroll's off and running. He had 5 or 6 of those in the first half.
Starting the second half for Carroll College.
All righty.
Taylor, Johnson,
We are set to go. Let's take a peek at Helena Accommodations. We are resolved to providing first quality furnished apartments for short and extended stays in Helena, Montana. Our rentals appeal to business travelers, vacationers, or when you're just in between homes. We've created comfortable, fully furnished, well-maintained corporate housing that is centrally located and competitively priced. Settle in for a wonderful stay at Helena Accommodations. Visit us at helenaaccommodations.com. All right, we're set to go. Crowd settling back in. It's been a crowd that has enjoyed, for the most part, what they've seen. A lot of Carroll fans, a lot of purple. As you would imagine here on a Tuesday night in the capital city, as you heard Dr. Tom Evans, the president of Carroll, mention, the students, the student body, they are on spring break right now. So if you're tuning in and watching your Fighting Saints, you're missing a great one. We're glad you could join us. These guys are pretty good. They're off to Kansas City here shortly. Start that tournament next week. It opens next Wednesday in Kansas City, Missouri, the NAIA National Championship Tournament, Division I. And we're underway with Johnson, Kalachaye. There's Wyman, Imhoff, and Taylor on the court for Carroll. They go right into Imhoff. Zone defense for the Warriors. 3 ball on the way. And Ife knocks it down. They decided they're going to let him shoot.
And they're going to double down off of Ife's man onto Imhoff, and Imhoff did a great job of finding the open man.
So the Saints come right back out and start where they left off. Up 25 with the triple. In the lane, that's Jackson. Can't get it to go. The tip no good. Another tip no good. Battle for the rebound. Higbee comes out of it with it. And the Warriors get another crack at it here. This possession. Omahu in the corner. Shot on the way, no good. Rebound tipped out into the hands of Imhoff. Up ahead, it's Wyman, 2-on-2, and he's going to attack right to the rim, off the glass, up and in. You know, he saw who was back there, and he thought, I could beat that guy to the hole, and he did. It was Higbee. Just a little quicker than Ty.
And Wyman now 7 for 7 from the field.
As long as you keep doing that, you can shoot as many times as you want, right?
Yeah, it's kind of a heat check, and he's getting a lot of layups, too, which makes it easier.
They'll swing the ball around the perimeter. Carroll, defensively, man-to-man all night long. They've been fighting through screens and then switching every now and then, too. Great ball movement. Nice pass to the baseline. Jackson off the paint and knocks it in. Great feed from McDaniel. McDaniel hasn't scored a lot tonight.
I think he's got 5, but he's made some great passes and penetrated and kicked it out for open shots.
Leads the conference with 18 a game, but it's been tough sledding for all of the Warriors tonight. McDaniel just 3 points. There's Wyman open for 3, and he missed his first shot.
Doug McDaniel.
This is the first one right down the lane, up off the glass, the tip, up and in for Jackson. McDaniel with the miss, but Jackson with the tip.
And here's that full court pressure. Well, just a little token pressure, I guess, right now.
At the moment. I mean, it's not like Coach Renta can come out and have them press for 20 minutes. You just can't do it. Remember, this is a team that played an overtime game Saturday night. Carroll won Saturday night too, but it wasn't nearly like that. Johnson with a bucket on the far end. Back come the Warriors. They'll work the perimeter. Carroll playing hard defensively, working hard. McDaniel to the hole, got the bucket and the foul.
Good, Doug McDaniel.
McDaniel, he is quick, the senior or the junior out of Killeen, Texas.
You got to think he's got it in his mind that he's going to come out and be aggressive this second half and give them every chance to score.
Yeah, McDaniel will step to the free throw line. He shoots 49% on the season from the floor, averages 18.3 per game. And 6.5 rebounds, so he does a lot of things for this team.
McDaniel completes the three-point play.
Saints with a 21-point advantage on the basketball as Dane Warp settles in at the scorer's table. He's coming in at the next buzzer. Joe McMahon, Kevin Van Nice with you from the Carroll College PE Center. Glad you could join us on SWX. Imhoff's soft jumper won't go from the baseline. I think he hit the backboard there.
He did a good job doubling down by Jackson that time. Altered his shot.
We're going to get Taylor on a bump. You call a foul on a senior who's been here 4 years and turned this program around, and it's his final home game. The crowd's not going to like it.
They're going to let you hear about it.
I mean, he could have assaulted somebody, and they don't want to foul.
Right.
Right? And actually, I think he did foul him. He bumped him pretty good midcourt.
There was contact there.
But I'm going to say that quietly because I don't want to get the fans upset. Right? It's McDaniel and Thomas playing catch on the top with Jackson. Omahu. They're looking inside for Jackson. Warp's behind him. He's got a match up there. He'll turn, put it off the glass, and it'll go in.
Jackson turn around off the glass.
Jackson's got a nice soft touch. He's a junior out of Salt Lake City. Out the other way will go, and Laurel Johnson crashing to the floor. Jackson picks up a foul.
Boy, and with that pressure, they're really denying Zach Taylor the ball. Laurel gets it, and he goes. He's had 2 in a row where he goes right to the hoop, full court.
Jackson was just pleading his case with, and you can see it on the replay. He was just pleading his case that he didn't foul him. Well, he body checked him into the padded area there.
Hit pretty hard.
Even on the playground, that's usually called. Carroll, very well tonight from the floor, shooting very well tonight from the floor, and also
haven't missed a free throw, I don't think.
They pride themselves on their free throw shooting. They, again, are number 1 in the NAIA in both field goal percentage and free throw percentage. It's not a team you want to play a game of course with. Bad idea. He hits them both. In the lane, the freshman puts it up and in. Derek White, 6'2" freshman out of Boise, Idaho. Quick first step. Up the other way, it's Wyman, and he just can't get a hold of it and put it in. The crowd waiting for the dunk there as Taylor knocks it out of bounds. So there's Zach Taylor breaking up a fast break right away.
Again, good look from Laurel to try to find Wyman. Just a little off.
I don't think Zach's been out of the game. He's played the entire game, hasn't he?
I think he came out a little bit at the end of the first half.
Been out there a lot.
But he has.
Jackson spins around Imhoff, and it's no good, but the tip back up and in.
Rebound basket, Isaiah Momo.
Momo with the bucket. Taylor being double teamed. Calmly flips it up ahead to Imhoff. 3-on-2 for Carroll. Wyman into the defense. Whistle. We got a bump on Jackson. He's going to say he had position, but he was sliding to the baseline. If you get a chance to see it on the replay, you'd see him. Jackson moving to the baseline. And we've got a media timeout. 56-38 Carroll. Back with more basketball after this.
Dedication. It's the difference between being a Grizz fan and being a real Grizz fan. And now, thanks to First Interstate Bank, it's even easier to show your true colors. Get special rates, discounts on Grizz gear, and tons of other members-only benefits without the hassle of a 24/7 paint job. The new Grizz Banking debit card from First Interstate Bank. Find out more at grizzbanking.com.
At Northwestern Energy, part of delivering a bright future means being connected to all our communities. It means delivering safe and reliable power to your home, while helping to power your business's success. It means actively planning for the future while investing in future generations. It means working to ensure your safety and comfort while comforting those in need. It's by working together that we're able to deliver a bright future. Because together, we're Northwestern Energy.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Carroll College PE Center. The Warriors from LC State clawing back into this. They've got this lead down to 18. Carroll led it by 22 at the half. It's now a 56-38 game. And don't think for a moment that Dr. Carson Cunningham, the coach for the Saints, not aware of how quickly a lead can change in the Frontier Conference.
Absolutely, especially against LC State. They are scrappy and quick, and they're going to pressure them the rest of the game, I would think. Try to cause some turnovers.
Carroll out to a blistering start in the first 15 minutes. And they've come back to reality here in the last 10. Alex Santos has checked in for Carroll. He'll dump it into Wyman. They'll go to Taylor. Johnson on the baseline drive. Out to Imhoff. Shot from the baseline, no good. So a little bit of window right now for the Warriors. Let's see if they can take advantage of it with Trey Thomas bringing it across midcourt. McDaniel. Free ball on the way from White. That won't go. Rebound tipped from Santos to Imhoff. Santos seeing his first playing action of the night. He might be the spark off the bench Carroll's looking for. Playing with a
knee brace.
Yeah, pretty solid brace on that left knee. He's got it on the block. Just leave it for Imhoff. He's got Jackson behind him. We got a whistle. And if I was going to say if it's on Jackson, it's at least his third, but it's not. Amahu picks that one up. A couple of substitutions for Coach Arinta. Shedrick and Sullen check in for the Warriors.
Out of bounds, Saints.
So again, the NAIA Division I tournament begins in Kansas City, Missouri. And that starts next Wednesday. First round games Wednesday and Thursday. 32 teams get the invite. Baseline, there's Wyman. He'll turn off the glass and score.
Good post position, and what a nice touch from down there from Matt.
You lose one in the tourney and you're done. Carroll, there last year, went 2-1. The Warriors also there after winning the Frontier Conference. Finished at 1-1 in the tournament. Western will join them, we anticipate.
2 points,
Nice shot by Anthony Sullen.
Good ball movement there by LC State.
Western head coach Steve Keller. Probably sitting back in his easy chair in Dillon watching the game. Wyman goes to the rack, can't get it to go. Ball's loose on the floor. It's getting a little wild. We're heading up the other way now. Shedrick had it. It's taken away, and we got a whistle. So the ball will be inbounded. It's a Carroll foul. The ball will be on the baseline. But the Bulldogs had their hands full last Saturday night in Dillon with this team, the Warriors, and falling in overtime.
Very talented Western team, too. Came here twice and beat Carroll at home.
Johnson, great anticipation, steps in front of that Sullen pass, comes up with a steal. But right away, the Warriors in the trap trying to take some time off the shot clock, force Carroll out of their offense. Just break the rhythm a little bit. I mean, you have to do something.
And Carroll has just been so composed in breaking that press so far.
Yep, but they scored 9 points in about the last 10 minutes of play. Credit the Warriors defense for getting that done. There's Taylor in the corner, wide open is Wyman. Nope. Rebound, Imhoff over the back of number 2. He's going to get called for that foul. Thomas in front of him, and Imhoff reached over the top. Anyway, Coach Keller, I'm sure down there just sitting back watching and thinking about his days when he could fill it up. The guy, he was a shooter, I'll tell you that. He was a shooter. Yep.
He would take a few in a game, too, wouldn't he?
36 in one high school game, he told me one time. I didn't check that in the stats, but that's what he said. That's a lot of shots.
He probably made 30 of them.
There's guys that don't take 36 shots in a season. Into the lane goes Sullen. Leaving it for White. Stolen away. Carroll out of there with it. You feel the momentum has started to shift a little bit to the Warriors, but Carroll's, you can feel it right now, too. They're trying to battle and get that back.
And a lot of hustle plays. Every time down, there's a hustle play.
Game not over by a long shot. A lot of time left. They lob it in. Imhoff tips it out to Johnson. Can't get it to go. Wyman and Imhoff battle for the rebound. Imhoff right back up and in. He's a bull. There are 2 Warriors on the floor. They're both looking at the official for a foul, and they're not going to get one.
Boy, those long arms of Imhoff and Wyman, just tip, tip, tip.
Momo thought, what in the world's going on? We're both down here. Aren't you going to blow your whistle? And the rest said, play on. For the most part, these officials are letting them play tonight. It's been physical.
It has been.
On
They've
both
been
ends.
consistent.
Yeah. On the drive, shot no good. Imhoff turning it up a little bit. Bucket on the other end, a rebound down here. Carroll up 20. So we reach the 12-minute mark. Heading into another media timeout before long. Laurel Johnson on the wing. Ball screen from Imhoff. Taylor now back to Imhoff. They try and clear a side, but you can see defensively they're going to cheat and help. Imhoff will turn the baseline, has it stripped, it goes out of bounds. It's St. Ball. There's your media timeout. 20-point St. lead, just under 12 to play. Hope you're enjoying it. Come on back. We've got some great basketball still left.
Hi, we're Helen Accommodations. Superior in-town extended stays. Perfect for traveling executives, medical staff, family, transferees. Nifty 19th century architecture with 21st century technologies. Complete kitchens, wonderful bedrooms, updated baths, and full living rooms. It's a wonderful place to stay right in the heart of Helena. Dorme bene. Sleep well.
Picking up pieces of my life, sometimes there's ones I just can't find, but they found a home with you. And when I think about the things that we've been through, I know just one thing is true. Life is better with you. Whoa, whoa. Life is better with you.
The game of the week brought to you by U.S. Bank, Pepsi of Lewiston, Idaho, ProBuild, Montana Tobacco Quit Line at 1-800-QUIT-NOW, First Interstate Bank, Montana Lottery, Ravalli Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Helena Accommodations, Silver Star Steak Company, and Conlin's Furniture. We want to thank all of our sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Taylor will inbound on the baseline. And Imhoff steps to the corner, fires up a three. Is that how Cunningham drew that up?
And the Imhoff show continues. I think he's got 21 now, and Wyman's got 19.
I think everybody expected him to hand it back to Zach, and he just went to the corner and fired a three, and it went in. McDaniel to the baseline, got the bucket and the foul. Nice move. Doug McDaniel, there is no quitting this kid. He'll go to the free throw line.
Basket good, Doug McDaniel.
But how about that shot from Ryan Imhoff?
He faded into the first row as he shot it, and boy, did he have some arc on it as well.
Well, there aren't any students other than the softball team, but they just got a lap full of Imhoff.
That's right.
So Carroll's cooled off a little bit. They're shooting 62% right now, but LC State just 35%, 15 to 43. Daniel hits that free throw.
Completes the three-point play.
Carroll with a short bench. You mentioned earlier, without two of their starters, Match Burnham and Oliver Carr, both injured about 3 weeks ago, and they're done. Won't be back. Boy, they have found a way to get it done with other kids stepping in.
They have. It presents a smaller lineup, but they've adapted.
Taylor, you keep hitting that, and that'll make you adapt. Taylor playing in his final game here in the PE Center. The senior leader for this ball club. And he has left us with a lot of memories. Shedrick with it, looking to unload it, finally gets it to Thomas. Hesitates to the baseline, a floater on a fadeaway and knocks it down. That's a tough shot.
It's a very tough shot.
You're jumping, you're floating away from the basket to the baseline, and you have enough touch to knock it in. 11 points for Zavon Jackson to lead the way for the Warriors, and we got a whistle.
It's going to be on Derek White.
As we reach the midway point, the Warriors have been able to cut into this lead just a little bit. They trailed by 22 at the half. They had it down to 18 or 17 at one point, but Carroll, out of a timeout, came back with a quick triple, and they've just kept it going. They've built it right back up to 21. In the women's final last night, LC State wins that one over UM Northern. Both of those teams, or MSU Northern, excuse me, both of those teams headed to the tournament, the NAIA Women's Division I tournament, and that'll be held in Billings, Montana. We got a whistle.
David Shedrick.
And Imhoff just persistent with that foot move.
Shedrick did a great job not going for the first three head fakes.
Watch him back him down, takes a giant step, turns one way, turns back the other way, and that's where the contact came. You know, when Ryan first came here as a freshman, same height, obviously, very close to it, but about 30 pounds, 40 pounds lighter.
I would say
very
so.
Thin. Purely an outside guy, very athletic, but he has put on bulk and weight. And he's just strong.
He is, and he's developed his post game. He's tremendous down on the block. And then he can move out to 15 feet and hit one, or a three-pointer.
Or fade away in the corner.
Fade away from
on an
25
inbound
feet.
Right. Yeah, that's. He'll get gets them both. Stretches that Saint lead to 23. As we mentioned, we anticipate the Warriors will get an invite to the big dance next week. Carroll definitely is going to get one. UM Western will be there. Daniel quickly up off the glass. That won't go. Rebound Imhoff. It's so hard to beat a team more than once, but if you can beat them 4 times, kudos to you. And Carroll has done that with MSU Northern. And if they win tonight, there'll be 4 victories over a very good Warrior team this year as well.
All 3 of the first games were close games.
Yeah. This is the first one where there's been this much of a difference. With plenty of time left. Into the paint. We got a whistle. I think he walked. He did. Laurel Johnson on the travel. He doesn't think so, but.
He didn't think so. Might have shuffled his feet just one too many times.
Yeah. Well, for years I've watched Kobe do that, and they never called that, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
Not once.
Not once. That's Shedrick from the wing, won't go. Crashing the board, can't get it back up as White. And Johnson comes out of there with it. The Warriors were hit with a buzzsaw here the first 15 minutes of this game.
Sure were, and you see the first signs of fatigue setting in a little.
Yep. There's Imhoff, baseline to Wyman, and Wyman had visions of a rim rattle right there before he caught the ball. Before you go
Just
up,
couldn't hang on to it.
Yeah. That happened to Ty Ridgway a lot. He'd get the ball on the baseline, go for a dunk. He'd forget to get the ball, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just visions of himself tomahawking one in, and it just never worked.
And strong visions.
Yeah. Still has them. Saints up 23. Warriors with the basketball, and they'll inbound. What a pleasure it has been to watch Zach Taylor here. As we've mentioned before, over the course of the last 4 years, he has been rock solid here for this Saint program out of Duval, Washington. Inside it goes to Jackson, and the whistle. Jackson with the bucket.
They're going to count it.
Yep. And a Saint foul. Johnson.
Saints fans thought it was on the ground. It was pretty close.
So Jackson to the free throw line. Tonight he has 11 points. He is 1 of 1 from the stripe. He continues to be perfect.
The three-point play.
Little half-court trap put on by the Warriors. Just the purpose of that is just not necessarily force a turnover, Kevin, just break the rhythm.
And there's a turnover there. Ooh, they got him for reaching.
So the whistle, it's Santos. Yeah, Sullen got the ball away from him, and Santos reached in to try and get it back and raked him on the arm.
Boy, and Sullen's got quick hands. He's done that a couple times tonight.
Kalajaya at the scorer's table. Ife about ready to check back in for Carroll. Into the lane, off the glass. Nice drive and finish for David Shedrick, sophomore out of Eugene, Oregon. Saints up 18 with under 8 to play. Both teams, we anticipate, as I mentioned, packing their bags and heading to Kansas City, Missouri next week for the tournament that starts Wednesday. Play either Wednesday or Thursday. Taylor, little bump, leaves it for Santos. On the right side of the lane, powers it off the glass. It won't go. The tip up and in by Wyman.
Wyman again.
His elbow was over that rim.
It was.
He can get up.
Carroll's starting to milk the shot clock a little bit, too.
Blocked shot by Taylor. Taylor, all 5'8" of them, whatever he is, jumped up and blocked Derek White's shot. That will get the crowd's attention and his head coach, Carson Cunningham. Ball knocked loose, heading the other way for an uncontested dunk is Anthony Sullen. We got a whistle and a timeout, and Coach Cunningham talked to the official during that. We'll take a break. Carroll up by 18, 6:57 to play. We're back with the final 7 after this.
Since my Birmingham hip resurfacing, my wife and I are back at walking, which we like to do, and I'm actually building my own home now. Steel Memorial, I was really impressed with how good they were at taking care of you all the way along. I would recommend Dr. Bim because I feel like he's just like the consummate professional.
Dr. Gregory M. Bim and Steel Memorial Medical Center. Call today.
This country wasn't discovered, it was built. One home, one neighborhood, one school at a time. The future, it has to be built too, out of concrete, out of drywall and 2x4s. At ProBuild, we believe there's a builder inside us all. We believe it's time we put him to work.
At Helena Accommodations, we are resolved to providing first quality furnished apartments for short and extended stays in Helena, Montana. Our rentals appeal to business travelers, vacationers, or when you're just in between homes. We've created comfortable, fully furnished, well-maintained corporate housing that is centrally located and competitively priced. Settle in for a wonderful stay at Helena Accommodations. Visit us at helenaaccommodations.com. All right, how much gas is left in the Warriors' tank, Kevin?
I think they've got quite a bit, and I think we'll see more double teams out of this trap. They're going to try to create turnovers. They have a lot of energy left, and they're very quick.
They're extremely scrappy. We looked at the shot chart from the overtime win down in Dillon, remember? And, you know, this team likes to change ends at the court, but 4 of their 5 buckets in the overtime were in the paint.
Yeah, drive and kick and drive layups.
Yep. They got to the rim. Where Western, on the other hand, everything was perimeter.
Yes, it was.
Not sure what the delay is.
I think they're telling Coach Cunningham he needs to sit down.
Well, he kind of is. He's squatted.
He's squatting.
Does that count?
Or they're trying to figure out who the last foul was on, maybe.
Oh, maybe that's it. Coach Cunningham still has his jacket on. I've seen coaches over there where that jacket just comes right off, you know. Doesn't stay on long, right?
Turcotte would have it off in 5 minutes.
5 minutes? You used to time him, didn't you, when you played for him? Yep, 5 minutes. Kalajaya to Imhoff. The ball's kicked. Carroll will get it back.
Now a media timeout.
So a media timeout as we move under 7 minutes, and the officials are talking it over. I'm not sure we're going to take it. I don't know if they're going to take that timeout. Looks like they're going to play on. Yeah, they are. When your goal all year long is to win the Frontier Conference and get to that championship round of 32 and advance. And last year, Carroll made some inroads on that, Kevin.
2-1 last year, and as you said, LC State 1-1.
Yep. You know, it wasn't that long ago Rocky Mountain won that tournament.
That's right. Won the whole thing.
Yep.
National champion. First Frontier team to do it, wasn't it?
Yep. And what a tournament going on in Billings. Talking to Kent Paulson, the commissioner of the Frontier Conference, he said they estimate $8 to $10 million in revenue for the town. Whistle, Taylor on the drive. And an unbelieving of the foul call on him was number 3, Derek White. But everything that it takes to get 32 teams in, to put that on, you know, all the logistics, you know, the housing, everything. The meals.
That's
travel
tremendous for Billings. That'll be
It is.
great.
And Bruce Parker, former AD here at Carroll, at Rocky Mountain College, putting all that together. Free throw up and in for Taylor.
Looks like Carroll's really going to spread the floor, try to take some time off the clock.
Well, you got a 30-second shot clock. You're up by 19. 6:30 to go. No need to get in a hurry now. Crowd hanging around.
Zach, it's 1 of 2 rebounds.
Taylor missed a free throw, and that could be headlines.
That doesn't happen very often at all.
Nope. Carroll staying in that man-to-man defensive assignment. Jackson bumps Wyman, goes up, has it knocked loose out of bounds. Good help. Santos came over to help.
Jackson thought he was fouled. I think he got the ball. It was close.
Ife got a hand in there and knocked it loose from McDaniel. We got a whistle. Kalajaya is going to get called for the foul.
They're going to get him for a trip. He wanted a push-off from Jackson.
And McDaniel just helped him up, and he was smiling. He knew he tripped himself. Yeah.
Feet got tangled up.
Yeah. You can see it on the replay. he turns and said, I'll help you up. That one's on me. So, 6 minutes to go. If the Warriors are going to make a move here, they're down 18. It's time to go now.
10 points for McDaniel now. He's starting to score a little more in the second half.
As Santos and Sullen are having a bit of a problem lining up for a free throw. Sullen just bumped Wyman as he left the free throw lane. Still a lot of game left. Daniel gets his free throw. Full court pressure put on by the Warriors. Let's see what Zach Taylor and the rest of the Saints can do. They're going to turn it over. Great job by White stepping into that lane. Warriors in a hurry. McDaniel, or Sullen with the floater on the baseline. And all of a sudden, it's a 15-point game, Kevin.
It is. Curious to see if Cunningham's going to get Helm in there or Johnson in there to help handle this pressure. This group did a good job the past time down, though.
They'll milk that shot clock. It's down to 12 now. 5:30 to play. What you don't want to do is quit playing. You quit playing, and the Warriors will be right on you in no time. Well, or you can do that. You can just have your senior step back and hit a triple. That works. Sullen to the rack, no good. Kind of out of control. Santos will head the other way, has it knocked loose. 2-on-1. Sullen gets it back, he'll put it up and in.
2 points, Anthony Sullen, assist Derek White.
Carroll up with 16 with the ball. Under 5 to play.
It's going to be a great finish.
Looking for their Frontier Conference Championship. First time, I think, since 2011. 2011 for Carroll. Nice play. Whistle on the shot. Ife's going to the free throw line, but a nice pass, too, from Santos.
Good design play. They set it up just right.
I don't know if we can catch it on the replay, but Santos delivered that ball on target.
LC State is working hard defensively. They look tired, but every time they come out in the press, they still have that energy that they had at the start of the game.
Well, they had such a draining game against UM Western Saturday night in Dillon. They won that one in overtime to earn the right to be here tonight. You can see the replay there. The defender trying to block it from behind was Derek White, and he got him. Carroll. One of the problems that other teams have, oppositions to when they play Carroll, is that late in the game, if you're down and you start fouling, you're fouling a team that shoots from the free throw line exceedingly well on the year.
81% as a team. Ife's got 11 points now. He's had a good night as well.
4.5 to play. Carroll up 18. Warriors with the ball. Come right back and attack. And they have to score and score in a hurry and get some stops. It's McDaniel down the lane. Finds a wide open Shedrick. His shot up and in. Cuts the lead to 15. Ball inbounded to Taylor. Great job of moving the ball up ahead on the pass to Wyman. Ball fake, put it up, won't go. And a whistle. You know, the ball never hit the ground.
Never
did. The ball was inbounded into the deep corner here on the right, and it never hit the ground all the way up the floor.
And Imhoff throws those full court overhead passes almost like Kevin Love does. He's got that strength.
So Wyman will go to the free throw line. It's going to come down to Carroll hitting the free throws down the stretch here. And again, we mentioned it's something they have done very well all year. So Wyman, just a sophomore, definitely be back next year. Oliver Carr will be healthy. Match Burnham. But they're going to
Imhoff.
Yep, they should be okay at the point, but they're going to miss number 5. I mean, just when you sense the Warriors pushing, making a final push here, what happens? Taylor hits a triple from the left wing. He just has a knack for doing that kind of thing.
He does. Just calm and cool about it, too.
Yep, knows when you need it. Step back and knock her down. Deep three on the way. That one off the front of the rim, no good. Into the hands of Taylor. And they don't want to foul him. They're hoping he'll give the ball up because they know how well he shoots free throws.
That's right.
Nice pass to the baseline. Wyman, ball fake, lay it up and in. Santos with the assist, Wyman with a bucket. And now the Warriors starting to scramble. McDaniel can't get that to go. Santos with the rebound, and we're at 3.5 to play. Carroll's up 18. To Imhoff. Kalajaye in the corner, left side. Shot clock at 19. Content just to run some clock here. They'll give it to their senior and say, take us home. And he will do that. Player of the games tonight, boy, we got a few to choose from here. There's one of them. And I I think really both Imhoff and Wyman have had great games. So has Taylor, but Wyman got him started.
He really did. Both those guys got him off and running.
On the drive, Santos with the foul. So I don't know. I don't know if we have a vote. My player of the game guy,
Alex Santos.
Wyman.
I think so too. He's done a lot of little things, and they've just worked so well chemistry-wise together.
Timeout on the court, 81-61. Carroll will talk it over. We'll be back with the final 3 minutes after these messages.
My name is Carson. Rodeo has become a very big part in my life. To win a rodeo, you got to be really dedicated, so I have to stay in shape. I really like when you're getting done with a run, because sometimes you have the highs and your lows in rodeo, but when you do good, it's really a great feeling. Tobacco, in my opinion, doesn't belong in rodeo. I mean, you can look at all the statistics, and it's just been a damaging, destructive product. Tobacco doesn't take center stage, not in my rodeo.
Opportunity is everywhere. That is why I love my job at Opportunity Bank of Montana. I get to help my neighbors with business and agriculture loans, including new equipment loans. I understand that people need a bank they can rely on. You see, I grew up here with the eastern high plains out our front door and the crazy mountains in our backyard. Come see me, Brandy, or one of my colleagues at Opportunity Bank of Montana. Your local bank, your opportunity.
We're back again at the Carroll College PE Center. Joe McMahon and Kevin Van Nuys. And it has been a wild affair. Carroll raced out to a lead early on, shooting over 90% from the floor. The Warriors stopped the damage, but not until Carroll had put 47 points on the board. And it's been about a 20-point game ever since.
It has. It's kind of been just at a stalemate since that big run in the first half. And what an explosive start to the game.
Yep. These two teams are very evenly matched. I mean, there's a lot of talent out there from the Warriors, but for Carroll, it was just that quick start. They got the lead, and they've held on to it. They've kept playing. First free throw up and in for Shedrick. I anticipate both teams will do well in the tournament. I really do, and would be surprised to see these guys moving into the quarterfinals or beyond.
Shedrick makes two.
They'll lob it up ahead. Wyman on a breakaway. Guess what? Boom. There's your player of the game, Matt Wyman, right there. Into the lane, off the glass, shot no good. Rebound Imhoff. Thomas couldn't get it to go. Now the writing's on the wall. Carroll up 20. 2:37 to play. Imhoff will head into the lane, into the corner. Back out top. They're going to run some clock. They're down to 18. Get the ball to Taylor. Has it knocked loose, and he's fouled. Trey Thomas, team foul number 9 on the Warriors. It'll send
His first, team 9.
Taylor to the free throw line.
Zach Taylor shoots the 1-on-1.
And I hope our player of the game is Matt Wyman, the 6'7" sophomore out of Great Falls, Montana. He was 11 of 15 from the floor, is right now 2 of 3 from the three-point line, 26 points. He's got 8 rebounds.
He's been all over the place tonight.
I was going to say, I hope Dr. Carson Cunningham gets an opportunity to take Zach Taylor out of the game in front of the home crowd here, because the ovation will be thundering for that kid.
It will be phenomenal.
Yeah.
What a capping into an amazing career for Zach.
Zach Taylor, final year with the Saints. Great ball game here tonight. He'll lead them into the national tournament next week. 3 ball up and in. Nice shot. Trey Thomas knocks it down. Taylor tonight with just 12 points, but he has been all over the place. 7 rebounds. He's got 7 rebounds. Amazing. So timeout, LC State. Carroll up by Carroll up by 19. So when they get to the tournament, as we'll see on the replay, Wyman heading right to the rack, lays it up and in. But when they get to that national tournament, it really comes down to, how well are you playing? And I have to say, Carroll started out ball of fire early in the season, roared through conference play. Those injuries hit, they lost 2 straight, and somehow they've got it turned around, Kevin, and they've just restarted the engine and taken off.
They sure have. And if there's ever been a peak in their season, they are peaking right now,
Yes,
and especially tonight. They'll go in with a lot of energy to that tournament.
So Santos will inbound out of the timeout. Ball comes into Imhoff. He's content just to wait for help. Taylor, bring the ball across midcourt, goes around the defender, finds Lyman on the baseline. Not thought about it, and he said, now let's run some clock. Down to 2 minutes to go, yep. But it'll be fun to follow the teams from the Frontier Conference and see how they do down there. Well, Jay, ball on the way, good. It's a triple. Knocked it down. We got a whistle on the drive prior to the shot. McDaniel fouled. Here comes Nickel. And Taylor's looking over there right now, and you can see he knows what's coming. It's hard to leave the court, after 4 years like this, knowing that's the last time you're going to be there.
It's emotional for him, and Cunningham might wait to get him out by himself here.
That would be fitting. Because it has been, you rarely get a kid like Taylor that can, from the freshman on, he was freshman of the year, his freshman year in the conference. And he just kept performing year in and year out. Led this team through some tough times. It's one of those guys.
Also in Dane Warp and Kyle Nickel.
That's what they're doing. Yep.
Replacing Ryan Imhoff and Matt Wyman.
Imhoff and Wyman exit. Both of them outstanding nights. 28 for Wyman, 23 for Imhoff.
And Taylor's
outstanding nights.
I believe is second now on the all-time scoring list, behind only Bill Pilgrim, just past Andy Garland. But you mentioned all the other things that he's done too.
Oh yeah,
assists, steals, little things.
Just leads them, calms them when they need to be calm. Yep. You never saw Zach Taylor get rattled in the court. He just stayed calm the entire time. Played the game, played it out. Even when things didn't go his way, calls didn't go his way. Kept his cool. McDaniel warmed up a little bit here in the second half. He's in double figures now. He's got 12 points.
12 points.
Helm will bring it across midcourt. He's being chased. He knows the double team's coming, so he'll stop and get the ball at Warp. Out to Nickel. 90 seconds to play. Carroll just playing catch. Ball knocked loose as Warp started to the basket. Colbert got up off the bench momentarily and he sat back down. I think he's going in for Taylor, but Coach Cunningham's going to wait till we get under a minute here to do.
He wants to make sure it's done.
Absolutely. You don't want to have to put him back in. So McDaniel picks up his first foul. Santos has had a strong second half. He's logged a lot of minutes here in the second half.
He has.
Kevin.
He played a lot and did a great job breaking the press as the big guy on the press break.
And on the flip side, I don't remember seeing him much at all in the first half.
And I don't remember seeing him much at all the last game we did.
No.
He's made a good contribution tonight.
Yep. Here comes Colbert. He's going to replace Zach Taylor, and here it goes. They know, the fans know that's the last time they'll see number 5 on this home court. And they are paying him off right now. What an outstanding career he's had. 3 ball, no good, but we got a whistle and a Saint foul. As Trey Thomas fouled by Helm, shooting a 3. Carson Cunningham, a look of, are you kidding me, on his face? What are you doing?
What are you doing? Not the time for that.
No.
But that shows you they're still playing hard, too.
Oh, yeah, the Warriors, there's no quit. This is a talented team. They just got hit early tonight, and they couldn't recover until they got Carroll slowed down with about 5 minutes to go in the first half. It was all Carroll. Jumped out to a huge lead, and it's been pretty even since then.
But I agree with you. I think the Frontier is going to have a great showing in Kansas City between the 3 teams going down there.
And also in Billings.
And Billings with the women,
Paulson,
yes,
yeah.
absolutely.
3 teams in there as well. We got a whistle, and Helm dribbled on the baseline, so it's a turnover. So 1:14 to play. Carroll up 17. Each team with 10 team fouls. Carroll's played man-to-man the entire game, Kevin. McDaniel, 3-ball. That won't go. Battle for the rebound. Whistle. Nickel.
They're going to get Trey Thomas for grabbing Nickel.
Yeah, he grabbed him and pulled him away from the basket. So we'll go down to the other end, and Nickel will step to the free throw line.
Kyle Nickel shoots 2 free throws.
But your seeding obviously determines who you play in that first round. Carroll's ranked number 4 a week ago, and they've done nothing but one since then. So you would think that would be as low as they would go in.
You would think, and talk about a situation where you got to play right at the right time.
Yep.
One loss and you're done, just like March Madness.
Nickel hits them both. Carroll over the 90 mark. Giving this good crowd tonight. Lots to cheer about. As White pops or Thomas pops another 3, that won't go. And Warp clears it. To Kohlberg. He'll head to the baseline. We're under a minute to play. Carroll leads it by 20. It's been quite a ball game. We anticipated a close game, but nobody anticipated Carroll would get out to that start, Kevin.
And there's not a lot LC State could have done with Carroll shooting the way they were, but a compliment to LC State for playing as hard as they did tonight.
Yeah. Even when the roof was caving in the first half, they continued to play hard, and they finally got the bleeding stopped, but they couldn't make up the difference. Down the lane, Anthony Sullen, the 6'2 junior with a dunk.
Tremendous tomahawk. He'd have that one cocked back a ways.
He did. Kohlberg ahead to Warp. We got a whistle. A foul on Thomas.
Foul on Trey Thomas is third. Dane Warp shoots 2 free throws.
Officials have done a good job tonight as well.
They have. They've let him play tonight. The Warriors will get on the bus, head back to Lewiston, Idaho, and get ready for tournament time. I think the pairings are set tomorrow, if I remember right. They'll find out their fate, but the Warriors should definitely be there.
Dane makes both.
Daniel out top. Helm trying to keep track of him. Turn in the lane. Up
Tough
and in.
shot.
Yeah, he's got 16. Most of those coming late in the game. We're down to 7, and Nickel's just going to hold the ball at midcourt. So that's going to do it. The Fighting Saints win at 93-75. We will break away. When we come back, we'll wrap it up from the BE Center.
Hi, I'm Steve D, and we're Helen Accommodations. In-town extended stay residents at 6th and Davis. You don't have to stay out at the airport. Happy, complete kitchens, complete bedrooms with superior linens, baths with real porcelain tubs, living rooms spacious and comfy. In town, 3 blocks from restaurants, entertainment, and shops. It's a wonderful place to stay. Dorme bene. Sleep well.
There are some things in life that require, no, demand something special. These are the times when you must seek a steak that is truly worthy of the accomplishment at hand. And when no mere steak will do, the Silver Star Steak Company has your back. They use only the best certified Angus beef, delicately prepared with as much love as your occasion deserves. When you deserve the best, the Silver Star Steak Company has a steak worthy of you.
Tire-Rama will get you there. So much more than a tire store. Tire-Rama, the service never ends. The best tires for the Northwest. Tire-Rama, where you got a friend. Quality products, names you can trust. Tire-Rama, not us. Tire-Rama, Tire-Rama will get you there.
Athletic Director
Hey, welcome back to the Carroll College PE Center. It's all over. Carroll wins at 93-75. Frontier Conference Commissioner Dr. Kent Paulson on the floor addressing the crowd right now for the trophy presentations. Outstanding basketball game. We saw two teams that really wanted the championship, and for Carroll, they just came out on a quick start, shot over 85% early on, finished shooting 66% from the floor, Kevin, and that's amazing.
Tremendous. 33 of 50 from the field. Just a remarkable shooting night for the Saints.
We look at the final stats, 66% from the floor, LC State 41. And look at that three-point shooting percentage. They shot 60% from behind the line. Just all around, great game tonight. 33 rebounds to 21. LC State hustled hard, played hard, but they just met with the buzzsaw tonight. A team very determined to avenge a loss last year in the championship game and get their own Frontier Conference victory. And they were just handed that trophy. And they'll treasure that. But a good basketball game for Carroll. 28 points for Matt Wyman, 23 for Ryan Imhoff, 13 for Kaleja. Well, that'll wrap it up, 93-75. Thanks for joining us. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good evening, everybody.
In every corner of America, there are a few people living with unique gifts. Born with gifts we all wish we had. But just because you weren't born lucky doesn't mean you can't be lucky. With the Montana Lottery's Lucky for Life, you could win $1,000 a day for life, or $25,000 a year for life. Lucky for Life. Now that's luck that lasts a lifetime.
When traveling through Montana's capital city, make your lodging destination the Comfort Suites in Helena, Montana. Centrally located on I-15 and US Highway 12, we're close to the midway point between Yellowstone and Glacier National Parks. Start the day off right with a complimentary hot and delicious breakfast, offering spacious guest rooms, internet access, business center, indoor pool and fitness center, and much more. Comfort Suites Helena is the official hotel for the Carroll College Fighting Saints and their fans. Call us at 406-495-0505 or visit us online at comfortsuiteshelena.com.
Have you put off buying a new Tempur-Pedic mattress because you think they're too expensive? Let Conlon Sleep Center help you upgrade to the highest level of comfort, support, and performance with a new Tempur-Pedic mattress. Right now, get the sleep you deserve for as little as $42 a month. It's hard to believe, but true. You can sleep on a new Tempur-Pedic, the most highly recommended bed in America, for as low as $42 a month. Hurry in to Conlon Sleep Center for your new Tempur-Pedic or go to conlons.com.